And welcome back. So this is the first of the how would I put this? The first of the new what if schedule where I'm doing more what ifs. And this one came to me from I just realized I didn't actually check who did this. Oh crap. Who gave me the suggestion? One second. There it is. Jose Aguilera. Yeah, I'm gonna say Jose Aguilera, who asked the question, "What if Gohan what if Gohan had turned Super Saiyan against Raddtiz?" Now I've done a Goku versus gone Super Saiyan against Raddtiz, and sidetrack, I'll probably redo that at some point, not with new information, but doing it in the movie canon, because it occurred to me after a couple of those videos, I'm like, I can redo every one of those what ifs, but in the movie canon, so I'll do that at some point. Long down the ways. But yes, what if what if Kid Gohan had gone Super Saiyan against Raddtiz? Now we got to paint the scenario. It's after Raddtiz kidnapped him. It's after Goku and Piccolo have shown up. So the whole fight is going about the same as it does, basically the exact same as it does in the canon. However, it immediately changes that when Gohan erupts out of that pod, something in him snaps, and he just doesn't go into that Gohan rage. He goes into the legendary Super Saiyan. We have blonde little monkey-tailed Gohan going Super Saiyan for the first time. Now, Gohan's power, and this is the thing that I find just freaking weird. Gohan, a base level Gohan's power level, officially, canon-wise, is 710. Goku's max power is about 416, not including a Kamehameha, which does go over that, like around 980, I want to say. I don't get that. I get that they were supposed to imply that Gohan had more potential than his father, and that he was eventually going to be the one that becomes the main character. But they quickly realized, no, we're not doing that. It's like, no, Goku's still the strongest fighter on the planet. Anyway. So Gohan transforms, and Raddtiz is just freaking scared out of his mind. This is not what he's been saying. And he sees like that 4%. Could it be the legendary Super Saiyan? His scouter breaks because we saw that his scouter broke around 21 million when Goku was using the Kaioken, and then it broke when Bulma was using it. His scouter can only take power levels pretty much that high. Granted, other scouters can go higher, can show higher power levels. Just have to be calibrated for such. But it breaks, and he's just, and Gohan is a kid. Gohan has no training whatsoever. He is just like, he's just, compiled with the instinct to protect his father. Leave my daddy alone! And just, he comes and charges and just wails on Raddtiz for a few moments, and then just energy blast straight through Raddtiz. He's just got a freaking hole through him. So it's kind of like when Goku used or Piccolo's, Masa Kapo. So anyway, the special beam cannon. So kind of like except a bigger hole. And Raddtiz now just on his dying breath. And basically what's going to happen is Vegeta and Nappa are still going to hear about it, and they're going to hear on the scouter and all that. So, and Raddtiz's going to warn him briefly before he dies. Basically what happens here is that, Gohan's about to just completely pummel it more, but here's Goku saying, Gohan, it's okay, son. It's okay. And Goku and Piccolo are just absolutely floored. Remember, Gohan's power is 710. A Super Saiyan multiplier is about 50 times. That puts Gohan right now at 35,500 for his power level right now. And Gohan is, again, he's just blinded by his rage right now. He doesn't know how he did this. He's not even aware what he's doing. He just, but he sees his dad, and just that little bit of Gohan that's left right now that just was like, leave my daddy. It's all about protecting his dad, the dad he loves more than anything. About that, and he just sees it, and he sees his dad, and he immediately says he sees his dad is still okay, and that the guy who hurt him is dead or dying. He's not going to hurt his dad anymore. He just suddenly starts to, and the blonde just goes away and just, Daddy. And it's like, son. It's like, Gohan. It's like, what? It's like, and now him and Piccolo are just like, what the hell was that? It's like, seriously. And they hear Brad briefly mention something about legendary Super Saiyan or blah, blah, blah. And then Vegeta, all that. So the gang gets there. They have a couple Senzu beans. Everyone gets healed up a bit. Goku's power does take an increase, by the way, because of Zenkai. So Goku's full power was around 416. Now, he doesn't get like a full ×2 or 50 or anything like that, I don't think. He didn't get beat that bad. But I do think he takes probably like a third. like a third increase. That puts his overall full power right now around 553,000. Or 53,000, yeah, right, wrong. 553. Piccolo also is a bit stronger about it because they show that his power did take an increase, like a small increase from his base. It's on 322, it's on 329. I did the math, it's around 411, whereas Piccolo's power was more like around 400 and 400. It's not a huge increase. It's a little bit of an increase. It's theorized, and totally not Mark made this argument, that Piccolo probably takes like minor stress boosts of like a couple percents. So that's what happened there. So now they realize that we gotta prepare for Saiyan. So it's like, we'll train it. It's like, yeah, I'm actually, and Goku actually looks at Piccolo, and Piccolo's even like, look, if we're gonna train, he's like, I'd rather train myself, but if I'm gonna train with him, it's gonna be Goku, and we're training with this kid. We're gonna be training this kid. It's like, yeah, about that, I'm not sure Chi-Chi's gonna be very happy about that. However, I do believe Goku convinces Chi-Chi to do this, and the reason for that is Gohan pretty much got kidnapped. He got kidnapped by Piccolo, and then they had to tell Chi-Chi what happened. Goku is alive. Now, Chi-Chi's one who really calls the shots in a relationship. Let's not mince words about that. But when Goku gets serious and Chi-Chi knows Goku's not kidding about something, Chi-Chi takes him for his word. Like, even when he's trying to convince her to go, oh, but it'll be good to train. Like, even Gohan's like, but Dad, that's the struggle. If Dad needs to get started, I don't care. If Goku is serious about something and Chi-Chi realizes Goku's not listening to me, and he's got that look, this is serious. If Goku gets, and I think Goku would. I think Goku in this case would, because if these Saiyans are far stronger than Raditz ever was, and he barely made it out alive, they need to train, and they need to use Gohan. They need to basically integrate Gohan in this. Gohan is part Saiyan as well. Also, Kami ends up, I believe Kami ends up talking to Goku. And Goku's like, basically it's like, you should probably be training up here. It's like, actually, I think we're going to save that for a little while before it ends. Like, Goku, you're not actually thinking. That's right, we're going to use the time chamber one more time. Goku's planning ahead for this. Goku's planning to take Gohan into the time chamber for some extra training. Because Goku right now has one more go around, because he did it once when he was a kid and it didn't work out very well. Has one more go around in the time chamber itself, as it's set right now. Later in Super, we find out that got changed, so you can go in there as long as you want, for as many times as you want. So, I have no idea how the time chamber is really calibrated or works. Anywho, so what's going to happen is they're all going to basically, the training for the standard Z Fire is going to go to Saiyan up until about a week before the Saiyans arrive. Goku and Piccolo are going to take Gohan, and they're still going to do the survival training with Gohan. Gohan's got to learn to live on his own and overcome some of his fears. Now, he knows his dad's alive, so it's going to help him a little bit. But most of the events are going to play out the same, except the few moments where Gohan's rage starts to kick in. A few times, he's going to unconsciously tap into Super Saiyan a few more times. But every time he does it, he's going to have a bit more control and understand, wait, something's wrong, something's changed. He looks at himself in like a reflection of pool. He sees his hair is blonde. So now he's going to be able to kind of go into it a bit more at will now. Meanwhile, Goku and Piccolo are going to be that's like that dinosaur he made a friend with at one point. That whole scene, that he's going to, he's actually going to save the dinosaur because no, you're not my friend! Boom, and beats up the dinosaur that was going to try to kill him. Meanwhile, Goku and Piccolo will be training with each other. Piccolo's gonna, and I think Piccolo took roughly around an 8%, about an 8 times 8 per increase training on his own. And Goku took a 20 times increase training on King Kai's planet. Now, he's not going to take one here because he's not training with the Kaioken. He's not going to learn the Kaioken in this case. And they're not training under 10 times gravity yet. Hyperbolic will come in later. But I do believe because they're training with each other and can push each other more, they're going to take a stronger increase than they would if it's by themselves. I say 10 times for each of them, which puts Goku roughly around 5,530 and Piccolo's around 4,110, which automatically again, I marvel at how scaling works in this world, because Piccolo only 500 power level difference. Got his ass kicked more or less by Nappa at 4,000. Granted, he was at base Nappa. Nappa wasn't at full strength yet. Still. But freaking Goku at around 12,000, even cranking his Kaioken 12,000 normal Kaioken, can fight much better on par with Vegeta, who's 6,000. Granted, he was still losing, but then he tied with Vegeta afterwards. Still, I don't get this kid. Point being. So afterwards, they take Gohan. They do have Gohan now and train with Gohan for a little while before going to King Kami's place. And Gohan, I think at this point, and I actually have to now change something in that because Gohan's power was 908 when training us up. We'll round it up to a solid 1,000. A solid 1,000. And we're going to do that, and that changes that up perfectly. There we go. Just changes it. Just fudging the numbers real quick here. Here we go. Yes, we do. So, yes. Yep. All right. Anyway, so afterwards, Piccolo agrees to go. Go use the hyperbolic time because he's aware of it because of Kami. Also, Piccolo has also come to not hate Goku really as much, as well as, be a bit more, seeing Gohan a bit more like a son figure. And this bonding has been good for Gohan and Goku. So they explain what they're going to do, and, all the gang also explains, hey, shouldn't we maybe try this? It's like, yeah, we don't really have the time for that. It's like, well, wait, and then I was like, wait, why didn't you bring up the hyperbolic time jet pecking order? It's like, what? It's like, oh yes, he's higher on the pecking order than you maggots. In fact, he's even though he's an orange dumbass maggot, he's still more endearing than any of you lot. It's like, oh, ding, oh count. It's like, yeah, it's like maybe next time, bitches. No, it's like, yeah, it's like we don't really have the time for it. Plus, there's no guarantee you guys could handle it at this time. So Goku and Gohan, they have only a couple days left anyway, but while they're there, Piccolo would be training with them, helping them increase a bit as well. So having Piccolo there, whose power now supersedes them by far, they'll have someone stronger to train against. Then they're all going to have a bit more of an increase than before. I did all the multipliers, basically what times like multiplier they took minus Chiaotzu, who we only ever get one official power level reading. Who he was a bitch to do a power level video for. Those videos will come at some point. I don't know when. Honestly, I might wait until, frankly, it could be a long time, but I might wait until I feel that I can until I actually maybe have software that I can actually, do imagery on here. Anyway, instead of, they took an extra multiplier. So Tien's going to end up at around 2,000. Krillin's actually going to end up around 1,442 when using that full power blast around 2,000. Chiaotzu's around 750 and Yamcha's around 1,593. Now, in the hyperbolic time chamber, and I'm going to end this after the Saiyan saga, basically. So after Vegeta and Nappa come. Because I've still got a decent amount of time on here. Goku and Gohan are going to go in first. And they're going to be training. Gohan initially is going to just be at a full disadvantage. He still can't fully consciously do Super Saiyan yet. However, give it like a couple months, and Gohan eventually does reach Super Saiyan. Does do it consciously. Can now do it on command. And with this training, Goku also figures out how Gohan went Super Saiyan. Is that Gohan, what happened when you was like, I know, it's just so simple anger. It's like anger, rage, and then basically Gohan figures it out. So Goku figures it out. So Goku, while Gohan like sleeps and stuff like that, is also maybe does some training of his own to see if he can reach Super Saiyan. Now, initially, no, he's not going to be. No, he's going to try to focus on his rage because Goku's not an angry individual usually. He's got moments of just like pure hurt and anger, but he's not an angry individual. Rage doesn't fuel him like a normal like Saiyan possibly would. But he has moments, and like occasionally he'll like push himself, and he'll even feel his power increasing. But there'll be a points where maybe he even reaches like that false version for a few moments, but he can't seem to fully reach it. So the training will commence in about more than half a year in. I want to say like 8 months in. Gohan has pretty much gotten down how to at least just use Super Saiyan now. He can fully go in and out of Super Saiyan. So when normal training in base form, Goku's easily the stronger of the two. But once Gohan goes Super Saiyan, Gohan is just wailing on his dad, which gives his dad some really solid training going against a superior foe. But Goku can't do anything. He still keeps trying to do Super Saiyan, but he just can't seem to get it. And Gohan, and he sees Gohan there, and it doesn't anger him. He's actually proud of his son. He's just trying to figure, like, we're gonna do it, and basically Goku's just like, Gohan, and basically what happens is, it's the reverse of how Gohan actually turns Super Saiyan for the first time. Is that he asks Gohan, don't hold back. We have some senzu beans, but so don't don't hold back. I want you to give me everything you got in that form. And this feels the only way. Because if I can reach that form, we're going to stand a far better chance against these guys. And like, Daddy, I don't want to hurt. It's like, don't. It's like, do it, go on. It's like, and then Goku's like, Kamehame, and the Kamehameha, he's pushing back, and go on. Goku just and he's focusing on everything that he loves, everything that is dear to him, everything that could be lost because of this. His friends, his family, his wife, even Gohan could be lost. And at that point, he snaps, boom, and he just blast Gohan's blast out of the way. It's like, whoa! It's like Goku just that he's trying to hold it in. Now Goku, remember, even when he went Super Saiyan for the first time, Goku was a lot more. Goku got a bit more not feral, but a bit more hardcore on it than Gohan did. But Goku is a trained warrior. Goku is a seasoned fighter. Goku is someone who knows how to control himself better than Gohan did initially. So, Goku's still, it's like, and Goku's also, he's dealing with this as well. So, but he's able to keep his composure more than Gohan ever did. That's for certain. Poppy, are you okay? You're just sitting there, Poppy. She's just sitting there, just waiting, and you look so sad. You look so sad. No, we'll do something in a little bit. We'll go outside in a little bit. Great, it looks like it's going to start raining soon, so she may not want to go out, but still. So now Goku has reached Super Saiyan about, I want to say, 9 months into training the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. And basically, for the last three months, is them, Goku learning to basically constantly control Super Saiyan, which I feel he does. I think with Gohan's help there, he learns to constantly do it. And they don't have perfect Super Saiyan. They don't have Master Super Saiyan. But they have a solid control on Super Saiyan. They can go in and out of Super Saiyan. So now they get out of the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. And when they open the door, everyone senses their power levels. And Piccolo is just, whoa. Just like, holy crap. Like, in base form at this point, Gohan was 1,000 going in, and Goku was around 5,530 when they go in. Coming out, I believe they take roughly a base multiplier of about 20 times. Because Goku took a 20 times multiplier on King Kai's planet, which had the same amount of gravity, and the conditions get worse or get harsher the further you go into the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. Granted, in fact, take out the Kaioken multiplier or training still. So both of these guys, I think, take a 20 times multiplier, putting Gohan at 20,000, which makes him about 4 times stronger than Piccolo, almost like 5 times stronger than Piccolo at the moment. And Goku is a massive 110.6 thousand. So 110,600. And that's without Super Saiyan multipliers. Now, Piccolo's like, oh no, this is not the way this is going down. So Piccolo says, all right, I'm going in next thing. You should know it's very hard to go in there multiple. Without someone, it's like, I can handle it. And Piccolo can't handle it. It's the same thing that happened. He copped out of the Hyperbolic Time Chamber pretty early on. Not super early on. He did get an increase from training in there, but still. Now, I fully imagine he takes a minor multiplier. Nothing serious. I think he takes like a ×3, which puts him around 12,200 or 12,330, which is still far higher than anyone else there. And they all say, well, maybe we should totally go. It's like, yeah, well, we only got a couple days. We only got like 2 days left for the Saiyans to show up. So even if you guys went in there, you guys probably wouldn't be able to handle it for much longer than, say, Piccolo did, if that. And it's like, but I'd say Tien and Chaozu would go in. I think Tien and Chaozu would go in. Right now, Tien is 2,000, Chaozu's 750. They would last a little longer than, let's say Piccolo lasts 3 months. They'd last maybe about 4 months. Because they have each other to train off of. But they're right. They agree. They couldn't cut it, basically. Still, they do take a pretty solid multiplier of about ×3 for Tien, which puts him around 6,000. And I'm going to even go a little stronger for Chaozu, about 4 times 4. But Chaozu's power is different than the rest of it. Chaozu's got a lot of psychic power, but he doesn't have a lot of physical key. He's not a real martial art. He did participate in the martial arts tournament, but his powers are more psychic-based, energy-based than physically-based. Still, he takes about a ×4, which puts him around 3,000, which actually does put him stronger than, say, Yamcha or Krillin. I mean, they both want to go in, but at the same time, like, no, that's not happening. It's like we don't have the time. I mean, we got a day left, and we're running out of senzu beans. So I mean, if you got, I wouldn't just say, fine, we'll do it. We're gonna do it after that, though. We're totally going in there after these guys come in and we kick their asses. Like, okay, you believe that now. So the day comes and the Saiyans arrive and everyone shows up. Everyone's powers are suppressed though. And they come in and say, Kakarot, there you are, and this must be your son, the legendary Super Saiyan. The Raddtiz bobbled about like a baby. It's like, yeah, you might be surprised. Or is it you, Kakarot? Or you, the legendary Super? Ha! I'll tell you what, only I, Prince Vegeta, can be a legendary Super Saiyan. Yes, that's right, Vegeta, even though you were in prison. Nappa! Bitch! It's like, oh, god damn it, Nappa. So it's like, they send some Cybermen out, and then basically everyone kicks the crap out of the Cybermen. Everyone just kicks the crap out of the Cybermen. Even Chaozu can just basically just do throw it on Ray. Well, let's see. It's like, all right, now, but go and have some fun. So I was like, all right, who's first? You the bald guy? You the other bald guy? Or you the other bald guy? And Yamcha. So, it's like, oh, I've got this. And, Yamcha and Krillin maybe try to go in first. And Chaozu comes in. They can hold their own, but Nappa is still far superior to them. But then right as, he's about to, deliver the killing blow on, say, a couple of them, Tien comes in and just, boom! It's like, yeah, no. And then, Tien's just, coming in and just beating the ever-loving crap out of Nappa for a little bit. It's like, you! Ha! And then he goes full power and immediately turns the table. Now Tien's on losing. Damn it. It's like, I've got it, Tien! It's like, yeah, no, Chaozu. Literally, you don't have to sacrifice yourself in this case. Yeah, Tien still loses his arm, but he also doesn't deliver a killing blow blast, but or a life draining blast, but he does fire a pretty strong Gikoho at Nappa. And just, he gets pretty messed up and is like, is that the best you got? Come on. What about you, Green Man? Are you going to... And then Piccolo, who's tired of listening to Nappa at this point, just boom! Just just basically slams his fist right through him. Just, yeah, I was getting really tired of that. And just... It's like, Vegeta's now just... It's like, all right, so your powers seem to be... And it's like, oh, I want him first. Like, go ahead. It's like, you really think you could take me on? Then they duke it out for a while. Piccolo holds his own pretty well for a little while, but he even gets a charged Makasebo off. So and with a multiplier, because remember his first blast was around, I want to say 1,000, a little over 1,200, and then the next one was 1,400. Factor that as a multiplier. That's over like a 3 times. The longer he charges the blast, the stronger it is. So if he charges it for a little while, Vegeta even realizes I can't be hit by that, and just gets out of the way and just blasts Vegeta and like, say goodbye to Namekian, and all of a sudden, boom, Gohan just comes in full power. Goku still is like, you got this, son. Okay, Dad. Gohan, by the way, at this point, has really gotten over his timidness. I feel he's much more confident because Goku's there for more positive encouragement, not just positive reinforcement, not just Piccolo's harsh reinforcement. So, which then later turned into supportive reinforcement. So Gohan's there, and Vegeta's now reading the power level. Vegeta read about 20,000. Vegeta's shocked by this. But Gohan, this little kid Gohan, is stronger than him and is max right now. So they go for charging him. And say, you're finished! And then he sends up the moon. Now, should note, Gohan does get rid of it, does have his tail lost. That scene where he sees the moon and everything like that still happens. So they had to get rid of his tail. So Gohan doesn't have his tail anymore. Even though he gets it back at one point. I don't know. I don't get the whole regrowing your tail thing. I guess it's like one of those limited regrowing things. Throws the moon up. Tries a Gatling gun and is like, Gatling gun fire! Poof! Gohan's got a command. It's like, fine! Ha! Poof! Goes Super Saiyan, blasts Vegeta in the sky, and he's like, what was that? And it's like, yeah, you think you're really hot stuff, huh? You do, you kid. not being able to sense power levels, but even then they can still kind of feel the power rating off. And it's like, what is this? It's like your brother said, Vegeta. It's like Red said, we are the legendary Super Saiyan, or I was like, I am the legendary Super Saiyan, or whatever. It's like throws last ditch effort, throws the moon up, and goes Uzaru, tries to throw a punch it. It's like tries to take it, and then boom, and all these speeds realizes he got stuck. He made a crater grant with the force and everything. He got stopped. Gohan's there. Now, Gohan's power is 20,000. Out of Super Saiyan multiplier, 1 million versus a 180,000. No contest. So it's just, Gohan's just, and they just, whoa! Just throwing the Great Ape Vegeta around. Also, and he just throws him, and he's right there. And Goku's right there, just, hey, how you doing? Boom! Now, Goku's power isn't as great in base form as a Great Ape Vegeta is right now. 110,000 versus 108,000, but still, that's a lot of power, and he could definitely deliver a solid punch and just punch him back. Just, what's this? It's you. I will destroy this planet. And Gohan just punches him and then just takes his tail off. I fully believe he takes his tail off. Just like in most scenarios, he takes his tail off. Vegeta then just, and then Gohan's just like, no, and then Gohan's about to finish off, but Goku just comes in. He's like, no, son. He's like, we're gonna let him be. Piccolo doesn't agree with this. He's like, no, I want to fight this guy. I want a chance to fight this guy one day when he's gotten stronger. It's like, so you do that. It's like, this isn't the last you've seen of us, Kakarot. I will be back. And so he goes off. So now we have a scenario where Piccolo's alive, the Dragon Balls are fully in use, and haven't even been used yet. Should have pointed that fact out, that they had no reason to use their Dragon Balls, because once they got out of the hyperbolic time chamber, they were leagues above anything. They didn't need to wish them stronger or anything like that. So yeah, they have the Dragon Balls to use now. No one is dead at all. So, and now that means Krillin and Yamcha are now going to try to use the hyperbolic time chamber, which should be fun, because that's what they said they were going to do. And now we have Vegeta going back, Frieza hearing about the Dragon Balls, and with the Dragon Balls still around, they're going to go to Earth next. So until then, we're going to leave it at that. Part 1 of If Gohan Went Super Saiyan is done. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. IDs Road Win, Star Wars, Super Magic, What If, anything you do on the channel, put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. Deadpool 2! Yeah, it's Deadpool. This week is Deadpool 2. This is going to be a really cool year for movies. And just a good May for movies. We got Deadpool 2 and Solo comes out next week. It's a great day to be a comic book fan. It's a great time to be alive for movies. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next